This is the Milo Beasley Show. This is the Milo Beasley Show. There's only one thing you need to know. This is the Milo Beasley Show. And now, here's your host, Milo Beasley.
And welcome to the Milo Beasley Show, episode number 222, which is apropos since it's Fest's 2-year anniversary.
Grew up so fast.
We're hanging out here at Fest Wrestling in Gainesville. My guest this week, Drennen, how you doing?
I'm doing fantastic.
So you were on my show, episode number 38.
I was just thinking about that when I was back with that old vagabond Teddy Stigma.
Yeah, well, not much has changed since then.
38, man, that was that.
Yeah, I was 38. I was at the Wrestle Brawl.
That was downtown.
It was downtown after Wrestle Brawl. We were in front of a pizza place.
Yes.
Yeah, so nothing's changed career-wise since then, right?
Oh, yeah. No, nothing at all. No. I think we wrestled Los Pendejos.
For the 80
Savages versus
time.
Los Pendejos. I don't think either one of those are teams anymore.
No. They have masks and stuff.
Yeah, they're still. I think they team more. Me and Teddy don't team at all. Like we might go to the bar every once in a while.
But yeah, so we're hanging out here at Fest Wrestling, and how do you like this Fest Wrestling atmosphere, man?
Oh, Fest is great, man. I've been coming up here. It took me a couple shows because I was actually taking a little bit of time off whenever Fest. I was like a little injured and some personal stuff and like whatever. But when they first started, and then Teddy, that guy I don't like, but Teddy gave me a call. He was like, "Hey, we got this good thing going on up here," and I think Bring Your Mom 1 was the first one that I did, and it was me, Timmy Lou Retton, and Rhett Giddens, who I always want to call Rhett Titans for some stupid reason. And Rhett put me through a table. I yelled at a bunch of old women. And,
so it just
and then Rhett put me through a table. But I won the match, so I'm not like that out there.
Well, that's like daily life, right? Like you yelling at old women?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's just...
they don't really like me here. So. And they put me with CJ tonight, who they really don't like.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, he has a dumb tattoo on his back.
I know.
I mean, you can't really
When did he get that? That's gotta be new. Like, am I that oblivious?
No, I think it's in the past year.
Okay, that makes more sense. Cause I don't remember him having it. So when we were calling the match today, and I'm like, I know I've seen him, but he probably had a shirt on. But I was like, where'd you get this? Where did this eagle thing come from?
It's a crow. He loves the movie The Crow.
Does he like?
It's his favorite movie.
But ironically, he likes Surfer Sting.
I love it. Surfer Sting was my first favorite. God, man, that was
pretty.
Like I was 8 from that 1988 time, that first Clash of the Champions. Like I was 8 years old. That was he was my favorite wrestler until right before the teenager years.
Okay,
so 92.
No. So the new generation.
That was when I started really liking the heels, the Freebirds, the Horsemen, those guys.
See, I didn't like the first heel I remember the duo was Shawn and Diesel. I remember thinking they were the coolest two dudes, even though one dressed like a male stripper and the other one dressed like a truck. But for some reason, when I was 10 years old, I thought that was the coolest. I remember even having the Shawn Michaels boy toy hat.
Yes.
Yeah, with a little heart on it and everything. Oh, that thing.
You see you had that?
Yeah. I remember one year I went for
that
Halloween.
Thing's probably worth $500 now.
I don't know. I don't have it. God, I wish I did. I would wear that.
Just going out to the club.
I just wear that out to the bar.
Yeah, that'd be great. I wonder if they have them on just look for them on
I'm
eBay.
sure they do. That thing was such a piece of garbage too. It was so cheap to me.
I still have a Sting. It was weird. It was like a cloth poster, like a Surfer Sting.
Not a bandana, but
it was like a poster, but it was like a cloth material.
Like those rug posters or something. I've seen those before.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what the material is, but I still have it somewhere. It's 1992. I can tell you, I got it at the Bayfront Center in St. Petersburg.
Okay.
1992. Sting was wrestling.
How was it? Was this folded?
It was my first show I had ever went to. He was wrestling Cactus Jack in a lights out, Falls Count Anywhere, non-sanctioned street fight.
So this was them getting ready for like the Beach Blast match, I'm guessing, or going off of it, or touring. They had to be around that.
Yeah, it was around that.
I love that match. You've seen that match?
Yeah,
I'm sure you have. Like everybody.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that match.
So like that was my first live show. What was your first live show? And I won because my mom won tickets off the radio.
Really?
Yeah. So that was ended up being my first live show.
Actually, you know what? This is a story I've shared. I don't think I've ever shared on anything like this though. First show I ever went to is actually a pretty funny story. I was 7, so it's like 90, 91. It was right after WrestleMania 7 because the main event was Hogan and it was Hogan and Sergeant Slaughter Hogan versus Sergeant Slaughter for the title, and retired Macho Man was the special guest referee who had to get his big spot in, or babyface spot at the end. But I remember being so terrified of The Undertaker at that time, and like watching, like the Saturday morning stuff and like everything. And I remember they were like, hey, I lived in Missouri at the time, a bit outside of St. Louis, and they were coming to the Busch Stadium. It was like this big thing. I guess I actually looked it up years ago where they were having like an issue with WCW trying to come into the territory, so they ran this huge mega show, right? And my parents got me tickets for it, didn't tell me about it, and I remember seeing that they were going to be there and being so glad that I wasn't going to be there because I was so scared of The Undertaker and what he was going to do to me. So I get into the car, we drive up there, I have no idea. My parents are so just have to be giddy that they're bringing their kid to his first wrestling. His kid's great, obsessed with wrestling, loves it, blah, 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 stuff. And they bring me there, and I realize what's going on. They had to, and I just start crying and bawling. They had to literally pull me out of the back seat of the car, and I vaguely have a memory of them, each one with an arm, and me trying to not, go, putting my feet to the ground and not going. They're both, come on, whatever. And I remember I had
the only kid who's ever had to be dragged to a professional wrestling
and I loved wrestling, especially WWE at that time.
Right.
But then again, I'm 6, 7 years old. I didn't really care about the wrestling. All I wanted to see was Hulk Hogan come down and wave the flag and point and all that stuff. But I remember so they finally, my dad was like, hey, don't worry, Undertaker comes out, I'll protect you, he's just a man, all this stuff. So I wound up having the time of my life. I remember I do remember the match. It was him versus Kerry Von Erich, or the Texas Tornado, in a casket match. Kerry Von Erich wins, and I remember being like, oh my god, The Undertaker's dead. This is the best. He can't hurt anybody, because this is right after he did the thing to the Ultimate Warrior where he locked him in the casket. That freaked me out so much when I was a kid, and so I remember being like, oh my god, The Undertaker's dead, he's not there. So it's Kerry Von Erich does his thing and cheers and blah blah blah, and goes to the back, and then they a minute later they unlock the thing, the Undertaker sits up and he just gets out and walks around. I remember that being the first time I was like, something's up with this wrestling stuff. But it was a fun show. I remember the LOD came out, they're that whole thing was huge. I had the Hogan shirt, the tearaway shirt for years. I wish I had, see, that's something I've never had. The whole rules with the bandana, that was probably small, but probably still worth me. Yeah, it was a great time.
Awesome. Wrestling back then, I remember going to the show and just being like, oh my god, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen. So now here you are, now you're involved in it, and you actually got some cool stuff coming up, whether it's, obviously Fest. We had Fest at the end of the month, We Are Family. You're involved with FIP and Evolve, and doing some stuff there with the End. Yeah. And you got some stuff coming up in Orlando this week, this Sunday.
Yeah, October 14th.
October 14th, this upcoming Sunday, down. So where's it at?
Okay. So we did back in April. We did the show. It's a buddy of mine, Rich Evans, who runs Total Punk Records. Does a thing called Tuesday nights. If you're ever in Orlando and you want to come by Will's Pub, it's called Turnbuckle Tuesday. He DJs, plays a bunch of punk from his label and just other stuff too, and plays old wrestling. It started off because a guy that he was recording with, I think, or something, gave him 10 hours of DVDs of old FCW, not the developmental FCW, the original FCW with Dusty and Blackjack Mulligan and shit. And that's how it started. He would just play that, and it was like, oh my god, cheap drinks, like whiskey, tequila are on special, and I get to watch like old Dusty matches. Sign me up. So we had known each other, but we didn't really know each other that well, and we just started talking at these things. He had pitched it to me I think when WrestleMania was here a couple of years, like 2 years ago.
Right.
We talked about doing something, but it just never came through. And then basically he wanted to do something for the 2-year anniversary, but that was in January. We had to do it outside. I was like, well, we're gonna wait till the spring and try to do this right, you know? Right. We went to Will, who owns Will's Pub, which is like a big staple of the like Mills 50 area, downtown area of Orlando. And he decided to help us out. He got us some sponsors like Modelo and Jack Daniels sponsored the last one. They gave us some money, and we had some top-notch talent on it, like myself, obviously. I wrestled Effie in a street fight that actually went out into the street, and there's a famous picture of him pinning me in the middle of Mills Avenue that everybody really loved. And of course, all my friends don't care about me anymore. They just want to see Effie come back and wrestle. We had great guys like Serpentico and Snoop Strikes started the show off, and they were originally supposed to be in a tag match, but the tag team couldn't make it, that they were supposed to wrestle, and so we put them in a match against each other, and they went 15 minutes and tore the house down. Like, incredible. Like, I can't say enough about the match. Troy Hollywood was somebody that I've been seeing for a while that came out and stole the show and had a great match. The End was on it. Guys like we had like Wolf Taylor from the Awakened Fest, Beast, of course. It was actually Beast's birthday. Oh. We gave him we presented him with a cake in the ring. And
I'm sure that didn't go on anybody's face.
Troy Hollywood, we sang him happy birthday, which Troy Hollywood interrupted and wound up launching the cake over the crowd, over the guardrail, into the parking lot because he's got quite a good range.
Wow, that's impressive.
And then apparently won the match and stole Beast's birthday, so that was really nice.
Stole his birthday, so he can never have a birthday.
I guess not. I don't know. We'll see here.
What if you put
April 22nd, I think was what we did.
If you put your birthday on the line, do you not get a birthday?
First anniversary show, it's going to be Beast versus Troy. I'm looking right now for Beast's birthday to get it back. So, but no, we had a wonderful time. We drew an incredible crowd. We had some bands like the Woolly Bushmen played. Gino and the Goons played. The Golden Pelicans, which is actually Rich's band. Who else?
Oh, okay, cool.
They all played. We had a great time. So we actually just won an award, the best of Orlando in the Orlando Weekly. It was
pretty awesome.
The show, it was great, man. And with as much competition as there can be around Orlando, sometimes I was glad that we got to draw the crowd that we did, and we decided, hey, we got to do another one of these. So we decided this October 14th, Halloween Mayhem on Mills 2, Halloween Horror Fights.
Halloween Horror Fights. I like it.
You get that.
I dig it.
And yeah, we've got some great matches. The main event is going to be the Ugly Ducklings, who are Fest staples and are absolutely wonderful.
I believe they're coming to the ring right now.
Yeah, I think they are actually. Versus Effie, Leva, Blue Pants, and Beasley Brody, who's, six-person tag match. That's going to be the main event. I myself am going to be going up against Casanova Valentine, who's of No Peace Underground. They do the no-ring death matches down at Soundbar, and we're going to do something fun for Halloween because I'm going to wrestle him in a coffin match.
In a coffin, so just like the Undertaker.
Absolutely. So it's all come full circle. And we got that. We've got Charlie Hollywood. We've got Johnny Vandal. We've got we've got The End. Okay. Putting up the FIP tag titles against John Davis and Snoop Strikes. And I'm telling you right now, that's going to be a match to watch. Everybody knows John's reputation. I think The End, obviously, I'm going to be biased about this, have really come into their own in the last year and are really talk about two guys that have improved leaps and bounds and are really putting on really good matches right now. And if you haven't heard of Snoop, you're going to in the next year. Everybody knows he's one of the most talented guys right now.
Involved with Evolve.
Absolutely.
Involved with Evolve.
And MLW.
Yep, and MLW.
Funny story about I think I had his first. I had Snoop's first road trip. I think. I think he told me that. We brought him up to Evolve a couple months ago. I think it was his first real road trip. Like long road trip, and I I just remembered buying him a bunch of whiskey shots at Matt Riddle's birthday somewhere in the Bronx, and I think we had a good time.
He doesn't know.
I don't know if he remembers it, but I think he does.
So a thing obviously we like to do here on the Milo Beasley Show, if you remember, we do a thing called the Top 5, where I ask a random question. This being Halloween time, this being October, 5 favorite, no particular order, horror movies.
You said horror. I was like, okay, it would be hard to put them in order.
Oh yeah. So no particular order.
I can tell you right now. Okay. I think I can get this pretty good.
All right.
Number 1, just because it's the movie that scared me the most. I was raised Catholic, went to Catholic church for forever. Not really anymore, but I was at a certain point in my life. The Exorcist. The original Exorcist scared the hell out of me as a kid. Still scares me a little bit today. I still got a little bit of that. So The Exorcist would be on there. I love Nightmare on Elm Street. I love Nightmare on Elm Street, the first one, or like Dream Warriors. I'd probably put those as tied, but like I love the franchise, so like whatever. I love Friday the 13th franchise, so I would probably say either The Final Chapter or Jason Lives are my favorite on those. So I put those as another one because those are just 2 of my favorites. I grew up on them. I just love them, you know. The Thing. The Thing is one I would say I would put up there because,
that one's pretty scary.
Absolutely. The Thing. Man, last one. Just so much. You know what? I'm gonna go with it because I've said this a billion times, where I do think it's an actual horror film, and it's one of my favorite films of all time. Alien.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah,
it is pretty scary.
Well, the thing about it is Alien is. I've said this a bunch of times. It's all sci-fi, sure, fair enough. But Alien is a horror film. Same way Terminator is a horror film, and Aliens is an action film, and Terminator 2 is an action film. It's just the way it is. Go watch them. You'll enjoy yourself. You'll thank me. And you'll see what I'm talking about.
So before we wrap up, where can folks find you on the social medias?
On social media, I am at This Is Drennen on Twitter. And go follow me because they're telling me I never care about any of this stuff, but they're telling me I need more followers and stuff. And I gotta catch up to Pero, who just sucks up to everybody. He's saying, I'm just joking. He's just I love you, buddy. You know that. But yeah, you can find me on there. Instagram at Eddie Gravy, which is kind of a throwback and a joke to my old wrestling name. And that's more of a personal thing. There's wrestling stuff on there. There's just a bunch of stuff on there, actually. I think I'm a pretty interesting guy. Facebook, don't worry about it. Don't follow me on there. I don't really use it, and I don't care about it, and I don't like Zuckerberg to begin with. So, yeah. So, Twitter and Instagram, there you go.
And of course, you can follow me on all the socials at The Wrestling Bum. On the Twitter, the Instas. Of course, go to YouTube. Watch all previous 221 episodes. You could probably do that in a good day.
Yeah.
So thank you for watching episode 222 here with Drennen. I think that's about it for the week. You have anything else? Nope, he has nothing. All right, see you next week.
Okay, well, that's the thing you gotta want. It's like any good drug dealer or entertainer. You gotta give them what they want.
Gotta give it to. So,
I don't know why drug dealer came to mind first.